All the Josh fans in the chat make some noise.
This nigga said the Josh fans. And like that, we are back with another episode. Welcome everybody to episode 2 of the Lowkey Serious podcast. I am your boy, Cam.
You got Lamon over here.
You know the vibes. It's Big Josh coming from that tutu. Bye.
And like we said, welcome to the podcast. We're going to say this maybe a billion times, but this is the Lowkey Serious podcast. It is for us, by us. And at the end of the day, we are giving, current events, certain things that's going on from the black male perspective. Yep. Remember, the first time you see an episode, you're a guest, but after that, every other time, you're family. So welcome to the podcast.
What a bar. What a bar. This guy's good.
Josh, what you got for us, bro?
Hey, man, speaking of bars, we're going to get straight into my favorite segment of the podcast, Lowkey Bangers. Now, for those of you who don't know, if this is your first time, every episode we're going to come into this segment with the song that has been on repeat just consistently. Whatever we've been listening to lately, whatever song has you in that chokehold, you got to run it. So let's start. Let's switch it up, though. Let's switch it up from the first episode.
Okay.
Dale, what's your Lowkey banger?
My Lowkey banger has to go to...
Drum roll, please.
He low-key searching.
DJ Morton.
Okay. That's a...
Cool. So it's that How Deep Is Your Love?
Okay.
Hey,
Lowkey Serious throwing some curves on you, boy.
Yeah. That one was low-key deep.
I like that one.
Show, what you got?
All right, don't let the title fool you, but Gaslight 101 by Odell. Look, listen to the song. Making love in Listen to the song.
It's by Odell.
It's like O-D-A-L. A-L.
O-D-A-L? Okay.
They gonna hate you.
You gonna like the song, bro.
Chill, man. Tap in.
Oh, shit. Okay, I'm locked in again. They gonna be on your ass.
Bruh, they gonna listen to the song and they gonna like it.
Why you joking you like that?
Because he ain't heard the song.
I don't know if I need to.
Bro, the song go hard.
I ain't gonna lie. I was looking for a little credit because I ain't said Joseph right. In the last episode, I ain't said right, but fuck it.
Hey, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. Tap into the first episode.
So I was listening to this on the way to set today. We was talking about Kendrick and how he gonna be performing at the halftime show. But lately what I've been rocking to is "Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe."
It's something about that song that really ignites.
You know what I'm saying?
Me. I don't know why.
Especially after a hard day when you just being tried at work, at home. A little of everything. Just put it on repeat. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that. I feel that for sure. So for me, I'm gonna take y'all back circa 2015. Don't know if you guys know this group, but they're called The Internet.
Okay.
You ever heard of The Internet? But the song that's been on repeat is Girl. The name of the song is Girl. Close. Yeah. Tight. Shout out Dale for being cultured. The whole time, man, that song came. I remember I was a freshman at LSU, and they came and performed at homecoming that year.
Lit.
And that's the first time I ever got exposed to it. And I was like, dog, I don't know what kind of music this is.
Right.
I like it.
This man vibing to it.
Yeah, well, I'm just like.
Yeah, floating.
But yeah, so that's my low-key banger. But I want to touch on something, though. We're going to go ahead and not speed this up, but swing this into the next segment, Lowkey Serious, right?
Okay.
So, Lowkey Serious, we stay in Houston, right?
That's facts.
Right. It's a lot of times where that bitch don't kill my vibe can come into effect out here.
That's also
right.
Facts.
We all stay in different parts of the city. So I guess let's open this segment up with a crazy story about the part of the city you stay in that made you say, bitch, don't kill my vibe.
Yep. So I'll start. So staying in Midtown, Midtown is the area where all the bars are at. A lot of young people stay there. I would say my story, Midtown is convenient too, because 10 to 12 minutes from my job, 10 to 12 minutes from the store, from the gym, from my friends. But you gotta deal with drunk people. All right. So I'm gonna give a story about my experience in Midtown. Crazy story, right? So it was one night, 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm asleep. I hear somebody knocking on my door. Do. I'm like, okay. I get up. I go look, see what's going on. Dude knocking at my door. I'm like, yo, you good? He's like, huh? I'm like, yo, you good? You at my door? He's like, bro, you in my apartment. I'm like, here we go. I'm like, nah, bro, I think you at the wrong apartment. And he's like, nah, bro, you in my spot. I'm finna call the police on you. I'm like, all right, bro, what apartment you stay in? He say, so and so, so and so, so and so. I like, bro, read the apartment door and what the apartment number say. He's like, so and so, so and so, so and so. Like, bro, this ain't so and so, so and so, so and so. You don't stay here.
Like,
I'm
finna bat the fuck out you.
Right? So I cracked the door. I shouldn't have cracked it, but I cracked the door so he can see me because I had a must shirt on. I'm mad. I'm like, bruh, you do not stay here.
Oh, he thought you got the building, nigga.
Right? I'm like, bro, you got 15 minutes to get away from my door. All right, and go to where you need to go.
That was Curtis.
He was
I'm
like,
gonna give you 15 minutes.
he like, bro, he
You
like,
got 15 seconds.
he like, look, he like, don't worry about it. I'm about to call the police on you. I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm sitting here on the couch. I'm listening to music. I'm on my IG live talking.
What time is it?
It's like 2:30 in the morning.
How are you able to go back to being peaceful that quickly?
I swear I'd tweak out.
Yeah, I ain't gonna fake. Because at that point, I probably been damn near going to sleep.
Look, thing is, like, I practice, like, being peaceful. Like, staying calm. But he was getting me there. That's why I told you got 15 minutes. Because when I get there, I'm there.
Yeah.
Shout out to the growth.
Yeah.
Shout out to the growth.
Yeah, so police finally come. All right, he called the police like, yeah, right here. And they was like, what was your apartment number? And he told them, they were like, this ain't it, big dog. This ain't your apartment. So they take him to his apartment, and they're like, hey, bro, so just based off the story you and told us, we not comfortable leaving you here. Because ain't no telling, you may end up back knocking on this man's door. Ain't no telling what may happen to you, what may happen to somebody. We finna take you to the precinct.
Tough.
Damn.
So, bro called
Like
the
that
police.
boy.
He called the police.
He called the feds and he went to
got locked
jail.
up.
Yeah, so,
That's tough. That's down bad.
the whole time when I was telling the story, people were like, nah, this can't be your brother. This can't be your brother. The whole time it was a brother. So, and he was
Damn,
from
bro.
Florida.
Tough.
All right. Charlamagne say the wildest people come from Florida. So, I believe him now.
That's low-key embarrassing. I ain't even gonna lie.
That low key would have pissed me off, actually. What the fuck? I'm not giving you 15 minutes.
Yeah. Hey, you were going for that 15 minutes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Dubs in the chat for
He
the
had
patient.
like 3 more minutes left. I had the timer right. He had 3 more
That boy
minutes.
would have had, from the amount of time it would have took me to put some shoes on.
I think I
and
would've-
open that door back up.
I think I would have tweaked out like expeditiously. Like, bro, I know you ain't in my motherfucking door bothering me at 2 in the morning.
The thing is, I was trying to help him out. Because, I mean, like, bro, I know you drunk. I'm making you read what's on the door. I want you to get to your spot.
But you know what they
safe.
say, reading is not fundamental.
But I don't know what he was on that night. But, yeah.
Hey, nah, that's tough. That's tough. I mean, like, can you imagine from the other point of view, though? Like, I know that was embarrassing as fuck the next day. You wake up in the precinct.
Because you're trying to piece it all together at that time. You know, when you have a good night and you wake up, you know,
how'd I get here?
yeah, that'd be the first thing that you think
Yeah.
of. Like, damn, so what all happened? Even if you don't crash out that bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It sounded like he crashed out real, like, Bandicoot crash. Like, he
That's
went, like, wrong way down a one-way type crash out. But, you know, sometimes it take a little time for you to
crash out. YN crash out.
boomerang.
Yeah.
Like,
He probably was a YN.
I mean, he was from Florida. I wouldn't put it past him. No offense to the Florida folks. Fool with y'all a little bit.
We fooled
Not a lot of
y'all,
bit.
but
just
y'all
a
got
little
some
bit.
explaining to do.
Yeah, we need to talk to y'all.
yeah, Florida folks, hop in the chat, bro. Tell us how y'all feel. Anyway.
No, tell me what be going through y'all brain, if anything. Fuck how you feel. Tell me what you be thinking.
Yeah, bro. I don't know. I be so confused when I see the Florida. I don't even. This wasn't even supposed to be a segment, but it always.
Low-key improvise.
I be so like I ain't even gonna say it's crazy. I just be so amazed at how Florida dudes, like especially YNs, how they be having their dreads like
Dog.
at at the ugly phase, them hoes be hella ugly, dog.
Yeah.
Like it
Yeah.
just be fucking milk duds coming out from all different spots. But when them hoes get on, like that shit kind of fire. I ain't even gonna count.
I think my thing with the Florida YNs, these motherfuckers low key creative as hell. Bro.
It's a bitch.
Like very creative, just ignorant.
You gotta take the bad with the good.
Absolutely, and that's with everything.
Especially when your leader is Kodak Black.
You're right. I actually I actually Florida YNs. I raised my hand. Accountability. I apologize.
Proceed.
I set the bar way too high and the expectation way too high for y'all.
No,
That's my fault.
It is some good people from Florida.
Yeah.
But
the Florida YNs, I'm talking to you specifically. I don't give a fuck. Nah, Cam, what you got for us? What you got?
You know, I ain't even gonna lie. I wish Show would have went. I wish Lamon would have went last because my story ain't nowhere close to his. But like something recently that happened to me. So I stay pretty central downtown, and so during most times it's a lot of foot traffic. But in particular, the foot traffic recently, Houston had like the Chevron marathon.
Yeah, I remember that.
And so, for those who aren't, really in the know about that, like it's a big marathon that they do out here. Marathon is 26 miles, I believe. And so,
I ain't gonna run that far.
pretty much, the route somewhere in those 26 miles goes across my apartment complex.
Oh no.
And I don't know if all marathons are this way, but this marathon started at 6 in the morning. And so the marathon was on a Saturday. It's a Friday, so I was enjoying life as most young black males do on a Friday night. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to just leave it at that. Anywho, so I wake up unexpectedly at 6 o'clock in the morning to house music. Because they trying to get the runners in the zone, trying to hype them up. Bro, I'm in my apartment pissed, dog. Pissed. I look outside the balcony and you just see a bunch of I ain't gonna get disrespectful, but boy, at 6 o'clock hearing music that's going that live and I just got in the house not that long ago.
That man's head was banging.
Pissed, bro. I'm talking about eyes was red. Eyes was red, no weed, no nothing, boy.
Man.
And it was blocked off. Like my entire apartment complex was blocked off. It was like only one way out if you was leaving.
Oh no.
But it was blocked off from like 6 to 10. So I heard that from the entire time, bro. I was pissed. I was just literally laying in the bed, just like,
This can't be my life.
I can't believe this is what's currently taking place right now. And I mean, it was annoying, but at the end of the day, I know what I signed up for living downtown. You know what I mean? So I was just like, fuck it. I took a nap later that day, but, bro, you messed up my sleep and it pissed me off, bro.
And that's one thing you cannot play with.
Yeah, bro.
You can play with a lot of shit. It's not my sleep, dog.
Yeah, let me get my sleep. I don't bother you while you sleep, but don't bother me while I'm sleeping.
Hey, that's real. That's real. My story isn't that funny. It's actually kind of tragic.
Oh, no.
okay.
Shit.
So I stay in one of the more rural areas of Houston, kind of outside the city limit. So no bullshit. We had first bought the house maybe like within the first week, right? Let the dog outside in the morning. I'm walking outside in the lawn. I'm like, damn, what is that? So I see a big pile of like
Shit.
poop, right? Shit, poop, whatever. I'm gonna get my curse words in this episode. You can believe that, but
You got him in last episode, too.
Big pile. So I was like, dang, that can't be no dog that did that, bro. That can't be no dog.
Oh,
'Cause
no.
I'm like, that's huge. Fast forward about 2 weeks, bro. No, I swear on everything I love. Me and my fiance were walking the dog in the neighborhood. I look over, it's a herd of fucking cows looking me in my face walking the street of my neighborhood. The cows are the YNs in my neighborhood, dog.
I'm dead.
No.
The cows are the YNs. And I was like, bro, I'm in the country for real. I can't live here no more.
Bro got the Chick-fil-A cows.
They protested. They said,
At his crib.
That's hilarious.
That's crazy.
hey, yeah, that's all I got for the what do you call? What was the segment? Fuck, I forgot. The cows threw me for a loop. That's all you.
Yeah, I actually got another story too.
Oh God,
Damn,
run it up,
big time.
run it up, YN.
So chill out. We was actually having a game like this night. So, like I said, staying in Midtown, staying by the bars. We hear a big crash by my apartment
Ooh,
window.
I was there for this one. I was there for
So, so somebody looked, and we see, this dude and his girl, I guess they got the arguing. She ain't caught him cheating, or I don't know what happened. But she got his phone, she throw it, and she run up to him, he grab her, she mink. And everybody
Was
at
it
the
good
window,
combos? Was it combos, or was it just like
he was,
She was connecting.
she like this tall.
Oh, she's
Bro,
throwing.
so
She had to fight all her life.
So everybody like, oh, it's going down out the window. We all looking, you know what I'm saying? So he finally get her to come down. She get in the car. She put in drive. He must have said something. She hopped back out. Car in drive. Goes and hit his car again. And he's just like, bruh. And they get in the car to get him right off.
Whoa.
It was, bro, from my point of view from that, because I was at the house party. He was so embarrassed. And he wasn't embarrassed. He was just so sad. He was just like, ain't nothing else I can do, bro. I feel as if this is my point of view of what was going on as she was connecting with his jawline. Babe, I'm not cheating. I promise I'm not cheating.
Mink.
Yeah.
I'm just like, why
I'm
didn't
not
you
cheating.
run?
You know, like when your mama used to whoop you. Say it. Stop.
Like,
Bro, he
just
was
run.
getting tagged. But
tough.
real talk, when she got out the car, it's like she put a rock on the accelerator, bro.
Oh, it
as
just
soon
ain't
as
never
she
slow
hopped
down.
out, it just bing, and everybody in the house.
Bro, it was crazy.
Nah. So I actually have a story similar to that. It was homecoming this past year, right? And no funny. So this was off campus, so that way the school won't. Obviously, the school not gonna be in trouble for this. It was off campus, but we were in the spot, bro. And I just look over, and it's two girls. And I think they were dating. Not totally sure, but when you use your context clues after hearing the story, you're gonna say the same thing. So I look over, one girl sitting like this on a little edge on her phone, and the other girl was just like, you could tell she just barking.
Yeah.
And the other girl was just like, bro, what the fuck you want from me? Like, she said that verbatim. And the girl said, what I want, mom. I said, oh, this me. Oh. So then they start scrapping for about 10 seconds, right?
Sheesh.
They break it up or whatever, cool. They sit back down on side of each other. They start kissing.
Oh.
I said, okay. So, yeah, I think they are together. So I'm like, okay, it's all chill. Nice chill.
Wait.
Exactly.
Time out.
Yep.
So, how much of a time lapse transpired between connecting with her jawline
And kissing?
and then locking lips?
Probably a smooth, at maximum, minute and 15 seconds.
That's
Bro,
wild.
that reminded me of another story.
Bro,
But
this gotta be the
I'm
last.
not even done. I'm not even done. So
Gotta love Houston.
they kissing or whatever. It's cool. Everybody like, all right, everything back to normal. I look over. Next thing I see, you remember you watched WWE?
Of course.
Picked her up. Boom! I said, oh, that motherfucker is dead.
Oh, no.
That baby head hit the floor. Boom! That's all you heard. And then she just laid there. I was like, oh, damn. Now I got to give a statement. That's all I started thinking about. So then the police came. They're like, what happened? I was like, dog, I ain't going to lie. When I tell you my story, you're not going to believe me. He was like, tell me. And I told him, he was like, you're right. I don't believe you. I said, well, you can let me go home now.
Damn.
So that was my introduction to Houston.
Yeah.
Bro, I need to throw in one last story.
Okay.
So, it was my wife's birthday. Last year when we were celebrating her birthday, I got her girlfriends to come. Her friend girls. I know how y'all be as a lady, but I got her girls to come in to surprise her in Houston. And so they came in. I had took her out to dinner. By the time we had got back, they had decorated the apartment with like balloons and all of that. Open the door, surprise, all of that, right? Boom. And so it was all cool and shit. And then after that, we ended up going out to the club just to celebrate.
Okay.
I don't remember the name of the club. I think it was the address. I'm telling you, I am name dropping just because of the fuckery that transpired that night.
Maybe I'll take my shout out back. I don't know.
Yeah, take it back.
Okay.
We was taking shots, we was parlaying, but before we got there, we pulled up at and one thing about Houston, everywhere you go, they paying for parking. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere is $20 to $30 for parking. You know, and y'all done heard how I be griping about convenience fees and all this service charge, all that bullshit. Call me cheap again, and I'm gonna tell you again, then what it is. Yeah, normally I Uber, but I was I was with my girl and her friends. You know
That's
what
a
I'm
lot.
saying?
Yeah, that's a lot going on.
It's a lot going on. They
feel
was real lit with it, so I made sure I drive, made sure I took care of everybody.
Yeah.
So we get there, you know, we was parlaying and shit as we was doing, but when we was getting ready to leave, the club had closed. That was already a problem right there.
What time is this? Like, give us a.
It's like 2:00.
2?
You know, the club was closing. In my books, you never should leave the club at the time that the club is closing. You should always leave before the club closes. You know what I'm saying? At a maximum, leave at 1:30. You know what I'm saying? Anything after that, like the closer to the club closing, you ask for trouble. Mm-hmm. But you know, we getting out the car. Oh, we getting back in the car trying to get ready to go, and there was one dude who was pulling up. He was one of Houston's finest YNs. Like, he had his Camaro. He was blasting music real loud. You could tell he was a little lit. And he was pulling up, and it was real tight, like him trying to leave. And y'all know where I'm getting at with this story. Mm-hmm. And so I guess he tried to reverse so he can pull out. And I was honking my horn because he was getting too close, and he just kept backing up, and he hit my car.
Mm-hmm. That would have did it for me.
And I was pissed. Because I had just got my car. It was literally the same. I got that car on that Tuesday. That Saturday we went out.
Oh, that's tough.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
so
tough.
I was hot. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And it didn't make it no better that my, not my wife, but my wife's friends, they got out wild. And they was like, you just hit our car, blah, blah. You going to have to pay us. That's going to cost $5,000. Like, it was wilding. And so I couldn't really, like.
You couldn't even take control of the situation.
Yeah, I really couldn't. It was a lot going on. You know, long story short, when Buddy found out that the police was coming, he skirted off. Mm-hmm. I took a picture of his license plate, but you know, fucking around with Houston's finest police department,
top
you
notch.
Know, it ain't really go nowhere. They pretty much told me that, you know, yeah, my insurance gonna go up from this if I file it, but you know, they probably not gonna catch him. I was just like, this is some bullshit. Yeah. But the reason why I was pissed at the address is because the sheriff that was working there, he was like, yo, hold on for a second. I was like, what type of finessing is finna go on here? Mm-hmm. He was like, I'm on the phone right now with the owner. He said, how much you want for the damages? I was like, man, to fix my car and with the increase in my insurance, man, I'm asking for like at least $1,500. Mm. He was like, let me see what he'll say. He got back with me. He was like, owner said, will you take $1,000? I was like, if we can go ahead and take care of all this right now, yeah, let's just go ahead and do it.
Right.
And so he was like, all right, give me a second. Let me see how you want to take care of it. He got back with me. He was like, I'm going to give you a call in the morning when he come in during normal business hours, and we're going to take care of, you know, sending you the funds. Mm-hmm. And so I was like.
That sounds like some bullshit off the real.
I was like, hear me out, sir. I didn't want to wild out because it's a sheriff, right? I was like, hear me out. You expect that out the kindness of your heart and the kindness of this owner's art that y'all just going to call me without me having no contact for y'all, and y'all just gonna pay me the money for, you know, for tonight. Mm-hmm. He was like, yeah. Well, he want to go ahead and get this taken care of. I was like, all right, bro. I hope you call me tomorrow. Her birthday was in October. Today is January. I ain't heard from him ever since. Granted, I ain't reached back out because the damages I was able to take care on my own without involving my insurance, so my insurance didn't have to go up. It wasn't like a deep dent or no real fender benders, but I was really upset from all that extra shit that they did.
You ain't had to lie like that.
Yeah, you ain't had to come up to me. You ain't had to come up to me talking about, it's the principle of the matter. And even after I said, bro, don't even do all that. No, I got you. I'm gonna take care of you. Captain. Yeah, I really. So the address and Houston Police Department, all of that shit just really irritated me. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all gotta do it. Y'all gotta do better, bro. That was low-key unnecessary. But
low-key pitiful.
Hey, you know what? And right there, let's just go ahead and end this right here. I'm getting testy all over again.
And shout out for this segment being brought to you by us. But also, mental health matters.
Yeah.
If you know somebody that's going through something, make sure you get them the help that they need.
Yeah, call your friends. Call your family. Let them just know that you here for them, for real. Okay, so boom. On this next segment for Lowkey Curious, I think we've talked about a lot of things in particular, a lot of different things about Houston, but one thing we haven't really touched on, fellas, is the work life in Houston. Mm-hmm. You know, I think in episode 1 show you kind of talked about how, you know, some motherfucking fly.
I ain't gonna fake. I've been staring that bug down for like 20 seconds.
Shit, it's low-key bugging me. hey,
snaps and claps.
You feel it. Anywho. So last time, you were talking about how your manager, at your job, and how you gotta have. You're trying to pave the way, for future, black people at the job, right? Maybe if you can just kind of go a little, dive a little deeper into like not necessarily where you work at, but like what do you do here in Houston?
Yeah, and just like with paving the way, like not even just for the black community, but that's primarily what it's for. But even those that I meet within the company that may have had it, may have not come from a silver spoon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I see potential in them. So one aspect of my job is just being I'm on an advisory board for. So I started with the company as a trainee. So I went through the trainee program 2 years, and went through each rotation, went through each department, and now I'm on the advisory board, and basically I pretty much mentor the same type of managers that come through that type of program. And also with that being said, they pretty much look up to me anytime they have any questions. I'm giving them advice. What's crazy, I'm on like 2 to 3 years older than them because I went through that program relatively young. Usually people that go through it like 24, 25. I went through it when I was 21.
Wait. Question. You said you 2 to 3 years older than them or younger than them?
Older than them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, proceed.
Yeah, and I went through it when I was 21. Yeah. So, but my day-to-day life, like, we, with my company, we provide services to, like, hospitals, restaurants, gyms, bunch of different industries out here in Houston. But really what I do, I'm meeting with directors, meeting with owners, meeting with, owners, and just pretty much going over what we can present, how we can make their facility better through uniforms, facility service products, and when we get the object sold, I'm also in charge of making sure the service is sustainable, and if they have any problems, they'll come back to me, let me know, manage the drivers that deliver the product. We do a whole bunch of things. The difference is a couple different things between operations and sales.
So if you don't mind me asking, then
I got a question too. Whenever you finish.
yeah, as a what role, or do you think being I don't even want to try and sugarcoat it. Do you think like being black plays a factor in your role at all? Just because that you are black in particular, like does it make it easier or harder to do your job successfully at work?
I think for me it makes it easier, and I'm gonna say why.
Wasn't expecting that one.
Because now on the outside aspects,
I'm sorry.
On the outside aspects, communicating with customers for me is easier, right? Because I can relate to most of the demographics out here in Houston, right? Versus somebody else that don't come from the background I come from. Now, within the organization, I say my organization does a good job about upward mobility and making sure we obtain or we abide by diversity and inclusion, even though that guy's trying to take it away.
Yeah.
But I'll say I think they do a good job with it. But, you got people here and there that you may have to knock the door down with. But I would say it's so with it. I feel like it's easier for me when it's dealing with the customers, and within certain parts of the organization can be a little harder.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? But with dealing with the customer, I feel like it's easier.
My question is, first and foremost, I want to point out to the chat, emphasis on, y'all heard he put emphasis on he talks to the owners. He wanted to make sure y'all knew that. He said that twice, not once but twice. But no, seriously.
Low-key flex.
The low-key flex. I wasn't mad. I wasn't hating. But no, seriously though, given your age, do you ever feel like people are either intimidated or they try to look down on you? Either way, like on either side of that spectrum. Do you ever feel that?
I think people get more so intimidated. I think they might come off trying to look down until they see like, okay, this guy actually knows what he's talking about. Then they get more so intimidated. And the reason I'm able to speak with so much confidence within the company, I was trained well, and even before coming into the company, going to the schools we went to, right? Dealing with the environment we were in, even with our chapter, right? When we came in, right? Belhaven came in, and how essentially we knew that we go get all our numbers from Belhaven, and essentially the school didn't want us to have Belhaven.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
And essentially we're meeting with deans. We're meeting with presidents of the school.
Yeah, on a frequent basis.
On a frequent basis, constantly getting told, no, you can't do this. No, we can't do that. until eventually we were able to put our brains together, compose a contract to have both schools liable.
Yeah.
So I think that really prepared me to be able to go out in the real world and be able to speak confidently to a 42-year-old CEO. And just like, they be like, who is this 27, 28-year-old guy coming with me with all this confidence? I come with the confidence because I'm battle tested and I got the background for it.
Hey.
So
Another low-key flex. Low-key flex. Let's see. So for me, in my day-to-day life, like I said on the last episode, I work in tech. So I work from home. One thing you guys will learn throughout the duration of this podcast, I'm the king of side quests. So the job that you hear me speak about right now is not my only job. You will hear me speak about a multitude of other things that I am involved in and that I do. But this job specifically, I work in tech. And like I mentioned on the last episode, I'm one of the only black guys there.
You missing a flex that you can put on the table. What did you just do?
Nah, I ain't ready for that.
I ain't ready for that. Okay. My bad.
Low-key humble. Low-key
humble.
Y'all not ready for it yet.
Yeah.
Low-key humble. But
Okay.
nah. So with my company, man, I will say they try their best to be inclusive. But it's something about that born, what word do I want to use here? That sense of entitlement that they're born with.
I see.
You get what I'm saying? And again, I really do fool with my coworkers. Like, they're really cool. Like, I genuinely do like them. They're great people. They just aren't aware of their bias. If that makes sense.
Yep.
Right.
Yep, that makes
so,
sense.
quick background. What I do in my company, I work in tech. I manage over $2.5 billion worth of accounts, providing everything from pre-sale support to post-sale support, just overall account management, growth, blah, 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 business term. That shit don't really matter, right? But what does matter is I know what I'm doing. I'm well educated. I obtained my master's degree from LSU in data analytics. I work in a role that allows me to do a little bit of coding on the back end, but also allows me to get in front of CEOs and directors of products and VPs and insert whatever title you want to put there. And they're seeking my expertise out. And I have clients all around the world. So their culture, you can almost see the surprise that they have, right? If we get on a Teams call or a Zoom call, because I don't have my picture on Zoom, right? I just have my name, Josh Roberts. Follow me on Instagram, Joshua X Roberts.
Side quests.
Yeah, for sure. But I just have my name, so when I do turn my camera on, for one, they see, oh, this is a black man. For two, he's pretty young. And for three, you never know how my hair is going to look that day. My hair can be curly like this. I can have it in a silk press. Go check out my last video. I can have it in braids, twists, whatever the case is. So that always like throws them for a loop. Even internally, some of my coworkers, they're surprised every time I get on the camera. And to speak to the question I asked Lamon, I'm younger. I'm the, for y'all that don't know, I'm the baby of the group here, right? So when I get on those calls and they're asking me for growth strategies and they're asking me XYZ, and I'm delivering consistently, I'm just boom, boom, boom. Because like Lamon said, I was trained well, I was brought up well, I was mentored well throughout my whole life. They're stunned. But the problem is they appreciate how I perform in this role, but their mind and their bias that they were born with does not allow them to see me in a higher role. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yeah.
Which led me to
Unfortunately, it does.
Yep.
Yeah, that's, if you don't mind me
go for
stepping in, just kind of picking up where you left off. Unfortunately, I feel like that is a scenario that I kind of have in my job. Just to kind of give a little backstory about what I do. Before I had the current job that I have now, I used to work in public accounting. If you ask anybody about me that knows that I did accounting, they'll tell you that I'm not your average accountant. I just don't check a single box that gives off, that he's an accountant. I'm very social, which is the opposite of accountants. You know what I mean? Like, I'm willing to have conversations with you. I'm little to do all that. I want to talk about things other than accounting. But when it gets to the work, I know my shit.
Work gets done.
Yeah, work always gonna get done. You'll never have to worry about that from me. But I had to learn that, unfortunately, from mistakes that I made. When I first started earlier in my career. I didn't have the best opportunity. From what I was taught in college. Anything to have me really prepared for. Work life, you know what I mean? And so I first started, my career with more of a work balance instead of a work-life balance. And where I am today, I took all of those, L's and I turned them into lessons. You know what I mean? Where now I really, I don't necessarily give you an opportunity to tell me what I need to be doing. I let you know what I'm doing and how it adds value to the company. You see what I mean? And so one thing that just kind of, I think, confuses my coworkers, I'll say that because I have great relationships with my coworkers, but I try and keep it very PC. Like I just try and keep it, very, like I honestly, I do put a mask on every day for work. You know what I mean? Because I tried to just be myself at work before, and I felt like it did not get received well. And so I'm very, cautious with the things I say that what I do. But I'm always going to keep it 100. Like, I'm always going to keep it peaking when I'm at work, respectfully, professionally. Right. You know what I mean? And so I make sure that certain things that I say, certain things that I do is always coming from a professional standpoint. Right. But as soon as I hop up off these calls, it's more like, man, God, I need a breather. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know they ain't asking for me to do something else.
Bitch, don't kill my vibe.
Yeah, literally, don't kill my vibe. That's why it was my song of the day. You know what I mean? And sometimes I just kind of feel like it's scenarios where, take a scenario that recently happened at my job. We just got notified that we had enough, payroll where we could hire a new person on the team. Yeah. And the level in particular that they were hiring for, they had a choice between a senior level, which is my current position, or a manager one position. And so all the conversations have been, if you know somebody who, think would be good quality on the team, refer them. And it led just to a conversation that I wanted to have with one of my directors on the team. So I went above my manager to have this one-on-one with my director. And I said, if you don't mind, I have a very uncomfortable conversation that I would like to have with you. And my question was pretty much, if we have this open position for a senior or a manager, I've been on the team for years now. I've shown my willingness to add value to this team. I want to know why I wasn't considered, for the opportunity to move up, and we hire someone lower tier so I can teach them the things that I'm working on and work on more complex things. Yeah. And so the conversations kind of just led along the lines of, where we want them to work on one certain aspect in particular, and the thing that you work on is of high value to us, and we want to keep you on that until we're ready.
They put you in a box.
Yeah, they're literally circling me in, and it is frustrating, but at the same time, I know my worth. And if it ever just comes to a point where it's just like enough is enough, I think I look extremely attractive on paper. And so, I can make my means, I can handle my business elsewhere. Right. But, the situation that I'm in, it is comfortable. But as the great Prophet Future said,
first of all,
bitch don't get too comfortable. And I'm just leave it at that.
And I know, like, it's a lot of people. It's a lot of people that may be in that same type of predicament right now. And I think, like, a word of advice to people that's in that predicament, like, if somebody give them that, like, that, how can I put it, that feedback, like, hey, we want you just in this spot right now because, you're getting results in it. I think, like, hey, the conversation be like, hey, I'm getting results in it right now, but I do want to elevate. Who can I train to take my spot for when that time comes for me to elevate it? Y'all won't have to worry about the productivity being, diminished because I'm not in that role anymore.
For sure.
Yeah, and one thing I will add to that, and I'm directly into this camera. Listen, no matter what, what you're capable of. This goes for the black men, black women. Yeah, just for us too. Don't ever let anyone tell you that you're really good at this one thing when you know for a fact you're holding back because you want to show that you can do more, right? Don't be scared to tell them, hey, go to hell. I'm going to find a better role. Don't say it like that, but don't be scared to stand on business, bro. Like at the end of the day, don't be scared to stand on business. And I get it. All three of us have sat up here and we've spoken on the situation that we're currently in, right? Trust and believe. We're taking our own advice. This isn't just for us to talk to you guys.
For sure.
Like, we standing on business for sure around here. It's going to be some major changes in 2025 that you guys will be privy to soon enough. But at the end of the day, you have to respect yourself if you want other people to respect you in the manner that you want them to respect you in.
More opportunities, more experience, and most of all, more money.
Yep.
It's all coming in 2025, so just wait on it.
Just wait on it.
All right, so look, we back. We just finished our Lowkey Curious segment.
Yep.
They scared me over there. I didn't know what all right.
Somebody trying to break it out. Hey, for those of y'all who are watching this, we low-key thought somebody was trying to break into the set, but they weren't.
Yeah.
All right. So we just finished Lowkey Curious. Now we're going to Lowkey Excited. All right. So Cam, tell me what you're excited about.
Something that I'm excited for this year is that we made the decision, my wife and I, is that this is the last time we're going to be paying money for a place that we don't own. Q4 2020. Damn, that's too many 20s. 2025. Low-key lit. Q4 of 2025,
for real.
we will be buying a house.
Hey,
Okay, we there.
Congratulations.
Yeah, appreciate
Speaking that into
appreciate
existence,
appreciate that.
congratulations.
Yeah, it's lit. What about you, Josh?
Man, where do I start? 2025, I think I mentioned this earlier in this episode. 2025 is going to be a year of making shit happen.
Tight.
So first and foremost, for those of y'all that don't know, or if you didn't pay attention 20 minutes ago when I said this on this episode, I already have my master's degree, and I was recently accepted into a doctoral program, so I can go get my DBA, which is a doctorate in business administration.
Talk to me nice.
Talk to me nice or don't talk to me twice, because
It's lit.
it's lit. But yeah, I'll be starting school in fall of 24, so I'm looking forward to that. Very excited.
Hold on. I got bad news for you, my brother.
What's that?
Fall 2024 already passed.
Tight. That goes to show you that I haven't been in school in a minute. I meant fall of 25.
Josh Cam, right here. That's it. This is it. This is what did it.
Hey, but real talk. Fall of 25. Thank you for that. And I'm low-key excited because when I reveal the reason why I'm going on this journey and going to obtain this degree, it'll all kind of circle back to what we talked about earlier in this episode. So that's one thing I'm really excited about. Another thing is I'm engaged. Recently engaged. I put a ring on it. I like what I saw, so I put a ring on it. You feel me? You feel me? But yeah, so I'm looking forward to the wedding planning. I lie. That's a damn lie. I'm not looking forward to the wedding planning, but I'm looking forward to the wedding itself. I won't lie to you.
That's a good conversation for another podcast for sure.
For sure. And I think to top it all off, I'm excited to be doing the pod, man. Like, some cool shit.
Yeah, man.
We did not know this was coming.
I mean, we only 2 episodes in, and I honestly, I'm telling you, bro, the shit more fun than anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
What about you, Sho? What you excited about? Lamon. Sorry, I got to stop
All right,
calling
for
you
y'all
Sho.
that don't know, all right, my college nickname was Showtime. So everybody from Mississippi that knew we back from Mississippi be calling me Show. All right, but what I'm excited about, I'm gonna start off by saying, I'm in a fresh new relationship. 4 months in, they married.
God is good. God is good.
Well,
They married, and it's been fun. I enjoy having a girlfriend. Shout out to her.
something that is even more important is my wife likes his girlfriend.
Yes.
Hey,
And,
that means a lot.
Hey, she the one. She the one.
that's
for sure.
good. I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah. I'm also excited for what this year going to evolve to with my career, just my personal growth. I feel like every year personally, I grow wiser, spiritually, mentally. So just ready to see that growth there. Career got some good stuff going on.
Mm-hmm.
So currently working on some stuff there. Not gonna get too much into it.
Top secret.
Excited about the pod. Ready to see where that goes off to. Excited about some organizations. And gonna be a little bit more active in the city with like these upcoming races coming up. So stay tuned to that.
Hey.
Yep.
Dale,
He's a track star.
what you Lowkey excited for this year, bro?
To be quite honest with you, I'm excited for grace, mercy, and deliverance.
Oh well.
Say that. Take your time, Pastor.
But no, honestly, I'm excited about the pod. This is one of my goals. Honestly, I wrote this January 2nd, so that was fun.
Oh, nice.
Can I give y'all a little play-by-play on
Let's
how
do it.
Dale got introduced into the pod?
Let's do it.
So I think we had the conversation, at a previous time. We were serious about trying to get this podcast together.
I won't say that much.
I mean, we definitely had the
was
conversation.
serious.
Okay.
Side note, I thought this shit was a joke, and I just agreed to it.
I mean, we had the conversations. Oddly enough, we had the conversations while we was at the bar. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I thought it was a joke.
Around drinks. But if it wasn't for show breaking it up after at a sober mindset,
Right, yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
I was like, oh, let's
That
really
wouldn't be
look
a bad
into it.
idea.
Yeah. And so the entire time, I know that we had, the entertainment, the value that we could add to the camera, but I'm speaking more so for myself. We didn't have a lot of experience, when it came to like recording, producing and actually, putting forth the actual videos together. And so Dale, which is my club, he recently had just moved to Houston. And, I've been trying to, link up with him as much as I can. And I just happened to hit him up like, bro, I know you do photography, but do you do videography as well? And he hit me back. He was like, bro, it's crazy that you said that. One of the things I was really interested in doing this year was, starting to do some podcasts. And it was crazy because the first thing I thought of was it's kind of crazy how, when you speak these things into existence, how God will always bless you and look out for you. And so I always think that, this group that we are right here, this was meant to be, what I'm saying, it's spreading good vibes, good juju to the podcast. And I think it's really going to be something that's going to really, turn into something great. So I'm looking forward to it. You know what I mean?
This man low-key spitting.
Hey.
He low-key spitting.
I don't even know I talk that much.
Yeah, for sure. I agree with all that, man. If I could leave y'all with one parting phrase that I live by, I know Lamon gave us one last episode. It was really dope. I like that. The one quote that I really live by, and it echoes Dale's sentiments from earlier this episode. At the end of the day, the goddamn day gonna end. Get what you can out of it. Make sure it doesn't cost you your happiness or your peace. And just start over the next day, dog.
Yeah.
It's that simple. Like Dale said, it ain't never that deep.
Don't forget, at the end of the day, ain't nobody going to work as hard as you. And if there's somewhere that you're trying to go, make sure that you keep it the main thing. Because at the end of the day, the main thing got to be the main thing.
Yep.
And I'm just going to continue to say this thing as we, head out, we close out for episode 2. Is at the end of the day, you want to be great. But ain't nobody going to put their work in as hard as you are. Ain't nobody going to be as tapped in your growth as you are.
Yep.
At the end of the day, if you want to make this shit work, then make this shit work. Can't shouldn't be in your dictionary. You know what I mean?
What they say is you versus you.
It's you versus you. It's you versus me, and I'm always going to win.
Yeah.
So make sure you always tapped in, and make sure you always trying to put in that work to make sure that you win each day, each week, each month, each year. This your year. Happy 2025. Happy episode 2.
Ayy.
Deuce.
And just like that, that is our episode today for the Lowkey Serious podcast. Thank you for tapping in. Be sure to leave a comment. And don't forget to like and subscribe as well for our YouTubes. And if there was anything that you liked, you didn't like, or you want to hear next time, put it in the comments. We appreciate you checking in. We'll see you on the next episode.
Already know. Already know.